Morning students, welcome to the virtual classroom learning. Once again, we all are forced to go back to the virtual learning. This virtual learning may not be very interactive or very communicative, but it will help you to understand or to comprehend the lessons clearly. For example, there can be plenty of videos in the YouTube or internet for class 12 English core students, but they are maybe the summary or the main points or maybe in PPTs. But here you will find little more explanation, paragraph wise explanations, difficult words, meanings explained, and short answer type questions, and there are certain lines to be underlined and many more details. So let's go to the last lesson. Of course, your first lesson is the last lesson, and this video series will help you to revise during the examination revision time, or those students who could not attend the live streaming classes, or those students who could not attend the Google Classroom, or they did not have any access to any of these internet facilities, but this will help in the later when you are able to get the internet connection. So let's go back to the first lesson, that is the last lesson. So let's start the last lesson by Alphonse Daudet, a French novelist and short story writer. Now let's come to the background to the story. The background is French-German War or Franco-Prussian War led by Otto von Bismarck, and he defeated France, and two French districts of Alsace and Lorraine passed into Prussian hands. And now the order came from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. Here also you have to remember the linguistic chauvinism. Linguistic chauvinism means extreme pride in one's language. That is the reason the Germans are imposing German language in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. And coming to the lesson, the two protagonists or the main characters. Protagonist means the main characters of the story. One is Monsieur Hamel, M. Hamel. Monsieur in French means Mr. Hamel, and little Franz, and he is the boy, are from Alsace. The story revolves around how the war plays a pivotal or very important role in the lives of the French people of Alsace and Lorraine. Now let's come to the theme. The main theme of this story is patriotism, freedom of language, and love for one's mother tongue. The story stresses the importance of education and the necessity to respect and learn one's language. It also reflects the unfair practice of linguistic chauvinism. That is what I have been telling. Linguistic chauvinism means extreme pride or unreasonable pride in one's own language while disregarding other languages. I had explained in the class about linguistic chauvinism, why India was not influenced by the linguistic chauvinism of the Britishers, because their intention was not imposing their language, English language, on Indians, but to they came for business trade. That was their only intention. So the India, although it was under the Britishers for many years, were not influenced by the linguistic chauvinism or extreme pride. And there is also male chauvinism, and there is racial chauvinism, religious chauvinism, which all means extreme, fanatic, extreme, unreasonable pride, which they are trying to impose on others. And the story has some sub-theme highlighting the attitude of the students and teachers towards learning and teaching. In this lesson, you learn how the little Fran's attitude towards the teacher M. Hamel changes, and how that M. Hamel, the teacher, feels sorry for losing or leaving that Alsace classroom. We also learn proper equation between that relation between students and teachers, their focused attention, helpful and encouraging attitude, and kind treatment encouraging the students to learn more. So that's about the theme. Now let's come to the lesson, the starting of the lesson. Of course, it may not be possible to explain each and every word, but in general, I will explain it. Here I started referring to little Franz. Little Franz started for school very late that morning, and he was in great fear. Great dread means great fear of a scolding, because the teacher M. Hamel had said that he would ask questions on rules of participles. Yes, rules of participles. Of course, in English, participles means it is a non-finite verbs, participles and non-finites, infinitives and gerunds. So here, French, the teacher would ask questions on rules of participles, and the poor little Franz doesn't know anything about the first word of the rules of participle. That is why he was so scared. So there can be a question, why was little Franz in great fear? He was in great fear because of the scolding from the teacher, because he would ask questions on rules of participle. Secondly, because he was late for school. Now, the next one is bunking the class. For a moment, I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors, not to go to school at all, because the teacher would punish him. So his attitude, he was so scared of the teacher. And you will find in the later paragraph, you will find how the attitude undergoes change in little Franz. So he thought of running away. It was so warm and bright, and then the birds were chirping at the edge of the woods, and in the open field back of the sawmill, the Prussian soldiers drilling. It was all much more tempting than the rules of participle. You may have to underline that it was all much more tempting than the rules of participle. Tempting than the rules of participle. But I had the strength to resist and hurried off to school. So he had to control his temptations and still hurrying off to school. When I passed, so there also one question is there, what were the temptations little Franz had? What were the temptations? 3 temptations which is underlined there. It was so warm, bright morning. France or Alsace and France, it is in the northern hemisphere, extreme cold weather, and people used to have that one warm, bright morning means they enjoy. So the warm, bright morning, that was the first temptation. Then the birds chirping, that was the second temptation. And the Prussian soldiers drilling means exercising behind the sawmill. Sawmill is the place where the furniture is made by cutting the woods, or making the furniture by breaking the woods into pieces. So that is a sawmill. It was all much more attractive. Tempting means attractive than the rules of participle. But he had the courage to keep away all these temptations and still hurrying. And now, while he was rushing to the school, there was a crowd in front of the bulletin board. Bulletin board means a notice board. There is a crowd. And now he is thinking, for the last 2 years, all the bad news is displayed there. Lost battle, the draft, the order of the commanding officer, the new law. It is a war time. 1870-71, French-German war going on. So, and French is losing the battle. So, the lost battle news, the draft order of the commanding officer, all these were displayed on the bulletin board, and the students were not interested, or the people were not interested in reading the news. What they want is something surprising, something which where the Germans are being defeated by the French. That is what they want. But there is some crowd is there. That means there is something special.